from the sky. No one and no alibi. Life burning hotter than the sun. Fake prophets cashing in the dream. Selling hope through a broken beam. What's the truth? Where's it gone? Through the dark, echoes of a question mark. Why'd they lie? Why'd they run? Signals lost in static screams, shattered glass and shattered dreams. Who's to blame? Who's the one?
Come on, everybody! All right. All right. Welcome to Goof on Tonight. This is about as healthy as I could feel. When I woke up today, miserable all day long until about 45 minutes ago. I have no rhyme or reason how this happens, why it happens, but what an awful day turning out to be a wonderful night. And I'm glad I can share it with Goofonians abroad. Abroad? Well, that's misogynistic. Yes, it is. So tonight I want to talk about some things in ufology that, well, how many of you had an imaginary friend growing up? Guess what? I didn't. Never did. I even asked my mother, did I ever have an imaginary friend? No, you were always, talking to people. Never saw you, other than when you were just learning how to talk. I know, I'm talking like 5, 6, maybe 4 earliest. No, none of you kids did, she said. See, and I grew up in a strict house where you got in trouble, you got sent to your room, and you stayed there for the weekend. There was no getting out early because mommy had sex with daddy. No, none of that. You did your time in my house. My dad was a cop, an ex-cop. So you would think, being isolated in a lot of situations, that I would. But I didn't have an imaginary friend growing up. None of us did, according to my mother. So it makes you wonder, why do some... Now, I had dreams of being visited by strangeness. But why do some children have an imaginary friend? Are they more creative? No, it's not. No, it has nothing to do with it. So I want to jump into that a little bit tonight, because you wouldn't expect some kids to talk to whatever's out there. I don't know. I never played with dolls either. I never played with little figurines. Look, as long as I can remember, I think till I was 6 years old is, for me, the earliest I remember life. Around there. And I remember my grandmother trying to give me a doll. It was I think it was a Superman doll, like a figurine. Superman. My dad loves Superman, so you're trying to pass it on to me. I thought it was for girls. I actually said, this is for girls, when they gave me the doll. Richie, look, your grandmother made the cape for him. Huh? You look at the doll, it's not even Superman. It was a Ken doll my grandmother tried making into a Superman doll. Now I see it as beautiful and really thoughtful, because she was a crocheter and she knitted and did all that stuff. But it looked nothing like Superman. I would have been brutally beaten up if I took that thing to school. But nonetheless, I was very nice and said, this is for girls. I remember my sister saying, he doesn't play with dolls. I go, they're for girls. Why would I say that at such a young age? I know where I grew up. I know who my parents were. I know what my family was about. My family told you what was on their mind. Now I'm going to steal a little material from, what's his name? Sebastian Maniscalco. He's a comedian. But his family, an Italian guy, is very similar to what most of Italian families are like. Grandmother lives in the basement, always cooking. Parents go to work. Grandmother raises you. Mother, sister, whatever. Anyway, I forgot what I was going to say. Ain't that some shit? Damn it. It was good, too. It might come back. We're going to do a little roll call here, and then we'll get into the deep, deep, deep thoughts. John E. should have been an option for yes. Huh? Oh, and that poll, let me see. There is a poll. Are imaginary, our imaginary friends your imagination running wild, or real life aliens or spiritual beings or creatures? Huh. Oh, that's a screwed up poll, isn't it? I think I may have put that up half asleep. That's awful. Let me get rid of it. Yeah, that's a not a very good poll. I'm sorry. It's all over the place. You need two answers. Hey, thanks for being here. Welcome. Hey, Thor. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis, howdy doody, fresh and fruity. What do you say? Good to see ya. Who dis? Jammer Travels. Hey, my favorite word. Except the question mark has to go inside the quotes, just to let you know. Well, I guess it all depends on the context of it. Hey, Metalhead, what do you say there? Snap ahead. Good to see ya. Zach Diecast Montu. How you doing, Chief? Good to see you, man. How you been? David Wilcox, not Wilcox. How do you do, man? Good to see you. Welcome to this show. Cindy. Oh, I had to. Oh, Cindy Krause, welcome to the show. All right, if I didn't say your name doesn't mean I don't love you. Got a lot of show to do. Moonhawk, what do you say there, Chief? Johnny, welcome, says, hey, love the hat. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I got my Charlie Kirk hat. Love the hat, Rich. I feel like a target with my 5-year-old son. Oh, I won't wear it. I'm incognito. You know, smart. I wouldn't wear it either if I had my kid with me. Well, if I had a kid at all, I wouldn't have it on. Now, I have an ice cap as well. And when I do my audits, I wear the ice cap. And the looks I get are unbelievable. But nobody says anything. Nobody will question why I have an ice hat on recording the bank. Nobody ever says anything to me. It's weird. Now in Florida, check this out. Where's my gun? Oh, I have it in the holster. In the safe. We could now open carry in Florida. So I'm gonna take the piece out and do open carry and start the insanity. See how the cops, they never had it in Florida. What's it been, 40 years, I think? When was the last time they had open carry in Florida? I don't know if they ever had it, but they have it now. It's weird. You would think Florida, right? But nope, now they can. Now they can. What's up, CCC? Hey, Dorothy. Did I already say thank you? If I didn't, I'm so sorry. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I think I did. A continuing supporter of GoofOn and RSA now. Thank you very much, Dorothy. I appreciate you. Love you. Thank you. What's this? How'd that get in there? How'd that get there? I didn't type that. Isn't that weird? You can't just type nothing. Oh, Zach, I see your message. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Says he's been listening. He's doing well. Been listening, working late hours. Hey, a jammer says, anyone see John Lear and another man talking about all the underground bases in Utah and Nevada? No. I mean, yes and no. Brian, yeah. Giddy up. You should videotape yourself. See how they treat you. Just do what they tell you. Don't get shot. Drift Speed. Hey, good to see you. Been a minute. And Beats and Tapes. I can't help not say hello. Paris Diamonds. How are you, everybody? Good to see you too. Rich Leadfoot. Welcome, welcome. Samantha Morris the cat. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Hasn't it? Nathan. There he is. Now we can start, everybody. I was waiting for you. I'm joking. But am I? All right, let's move this show. Now, what this is an interesting I almost put my finger in my nose. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me see what I got here. Hold on. I want to show you this. And then I want to get you warmed up a little bit. All right, let me show you this. I just want to get you in the mood. We're going to talk about what's going on again in today's UFO and paranormal news, whatever you want to call it. I got a rose cuckold. Oh God, I can't believe this guy. So this comes from Jay Anderson, I believe, on X. And I think This is a
Bro, am I
plane coming
bugging?
in for a landing at a very far distance out there.
Look at that out there.
I have the same thing recorded, and I thought I was recording a triangle because there were 3 planes lining up to come in for a landing at Sky Harbor International Airport. Oh, wow. What was that? Okay, that I didn't see. What's this? It's dripping something out, or something popped out of it. What?
Do you see it out
Hold
there,
on,
bro?
man. Oh, there's another video.
Yes. Yes.
Bro, this shit is back. It
That shit is
disappeared.
dumb
It came
bright.
back. Look how bright that shit is.
Okay, wait a second. Let's take a look again. Okay. I see 1, 2, 3. I don't know what that is or that. 3. Okay, that just laid an egg. And look at this. There's a dot, a dot, a dot, another dot, and a dot. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Look at that. It came out of it. Watch right here. Now look, do you see this? That is the classic. Let me make that bigger. There we go. That is the classic UFO shape. Yeah, it's a little out of focus, but let's go forward a little. I'm going slow. Here it comes. Look. Forward, forward, forward. Boom. It's almost as if it was sticking to it and then it dislodged. Like, we have heard in the 90s, there was a guy who saw a UFO. He said it looked like it was dripping molten lava. And you guys all know the story. You've seen it. And it looks like some sort of, I don't know, kind of like a conical shaped, like dripping from a ceiling or something. And it could be used like a knife. Remember, if you ever remember that, and they took a sample of it? And I don't remember, but it wasn't anything abnormal. It was a lot of nickel. But it came out of the UFO exactly like this, I guess, according to the story. I mean, what is it? I don't, you know what I
Bro,
mean?
am I bugging? Look at that out there.
It's definitely not a plane coming in for a landing. I don't know what the hell. Now, why don't we get to see it at the end when it leaves? Do we? Right here. Look at that. Oh, did you? Oh, I didn't realize it. It went into another object? It went into this. Look. Boop. Oh my God. All right. See, this I don't. This is so weird. Look. And boop. The magic of invisibility. This is great if it's real. It looks real, but
Do you see it out there, bro?
All in the distance?
Yes. Yes.
Bro, this shit is back.
That
It
shit is
disappeared.
dumb
It came
bright.
back. Look how bright that
that's pretty bright. That is just unreal to me. Unreal. And I can't think of what it is, what this could be. And why would they do this over a populated city if it's military testing stuff? See, that's what makes me think it's not. This phenomenon, whatever it is, has been with us before we were born. It's been around hundreds, and I guess you and I know, thousands of years. We know it because we see it in the paintings, the frescoes, right? We see them in petroglyphs, pictograms, whatever they're called. A lot of stuff. We've seen it engraved in pottery and possibly jewelry. Then we come up the elongated skulls, the Peruvians. They purposely elongated their skulls to mimic the gods that came out of the sky and brought Whatever. I don't know. Just brought them stuff. I don't know, man. But they wowed the hell out of them so much they stretched their own heads. I mean, that's a powerful, you know what I mean? That's a powerful message those aliens gave. But then again, Peruvians were a little naivety. They were naive. All right, what else we got? Jordan Crowder, what's this? They're calling. Oh, okay. So Jordan Crowder, and I meant to talk about this yesterday, posted this on X as well. He says, they're calling in orbs. Oh, that's why I call them ether dolphins. You call them the same way you call a cat or a dog. I call them the same way I telepathically call in dolphins. They consciously choose whether or not to come and interact. Oh, yeah. Guys, this is as good as it gets in ufology. That guy. You know, you call them the same way you call a cat or a dog. But he calls them the same way he telepathically calls in dolphins. Dolphins. You understand? And then he rounds it off by saying, "Oh, then they consciously choose whether or not to come and interact." Oh, really? I thought they were forced by your thoughts. Idiots. Do you see why I am the way I am? That we don't need. Hey, I'm going to dare somebody tonight, right now. I want you to tell your friend who's really skeptical to look at that story, because that's almost smoking gun shit to this ufology. Oh, yeah. Calling dolphins? Are you kidding me? That guy's gifted. You need to tell your friends. Watch how fast they don't talk to you anymore. This is unreal that it's even a conversation we're having. He calls them ether dolphins, guys. I mean, come on now. And you want the field to be looked at as a credible field, yeah? This ain't helping. That story doesn't provide any type of stability, credibility, or even likability. I'm going to watch a guy telepathically call in dolphins. Give me a break. Jacques Vallée, just, can't stay out. Got to keep talking. He says, when a witness meets a UFO occupant who asks, "What time is it?" and replies, "It's 2:30," only to be bluntly told, "You lie, it's 4 o'clock." This actually happened in France in 1954. The story is not simply absurd. It has a symbolic meaning behind it. This is Jacques Vallée taking a dumb story and trying to make it as credible as possible, looking for hidden meanings behind a guy who lied to aliens, and they catch him in a lie and say, "You lie, it's 4 o'clock." Oh, well. So, look, guys, if this guy is totally enthralled by their answer, he should be excited that they're talking to him. And he lies. That you don't lie. I wanted to see if I could get away with it, to see if they're intelligent. They're talking to you. They came to your reality. Yeah, they're a little intelligent. What do you mean you got to test them? This story it's got symbolic meaning, Jacques Vallée says. How? Oh, well. Beyond the apparent contradiction of the dialogue. Situations, he says, such as these often have the deep poetic and paradoxical quality of Eastern religious tales. What is the sound of one hand clapping? That type of shit. And the mystical expressions of the Kabbalah, such as references to dark flame. If you strive to convey a truth that lies beyond the semantic level made possible by your audience's language, you must construct apparent contradictions in terms of ordinary meaning. Let me show you this. This diagram picture. I gotta, be honest with you. This scares me a little bit. This scares me. This here. What is this? Oh, yeah. I'm just looking at it with you. What does it remind you of? Yeah, it reminds me of the gold record that we put on the Voyager. So you've got the all-seeing eye. You've got Saturn. Don't know why. Maybe that's where the alleged black hole is, or that's where the rings were constructed, remember? Right here. And then you got your UFO, and then you got, look at this. Huh? What is this? This, I believe, is the waves of the universe and our energy plugged in, and the universe, or this all-seeing eye, or God, knows everything about us, about our emotional distress, about happiness, love, our pain, our suffering. This is why we're here. Now, I don't understand the importance of testing us for a millennia. I don't get it. Like, okay, you got 8 billion people. We're all plugged into whatever this is, God, the all-seeing God. We're all plugged in. It's learning. I don't know what else it can learn that it hasn't already learned from human behavior. But in light of what's happened in the last few weeks, there's a lot more to learn, obviously, about human behavior. Yes, we're violent. Yes, we're fragile. Yes, we have, an array of emotions that can go off the scale to put you to sleep with nervousness. There's so many things about the human. It makes sense that another creature, another intelligent being would want to monitor us. Look what we did. We created the buildings. We invented a whole bunch of shit. We thrived as a society without killing ourselves, everybody. That's pretty interesting. See, what I don't like is I think everything that's going on is a test. Everything. And I think that the final exam is coming up. And I think that is the end of days. See, what they like to do is get all their information, right? They gathered it up over the last couple 100,000, whatever, 100 to 1,000 years, whatever, 12,500 years. whatever. Whenever they got whatever they need, they hit the delete button, hit reset, and now watch humanity go from where it was now back to the Stone Age and see how we create a new planet with buildings and inventions and all sorts of stuff. You know, we'll use the same stuff we had before, most likely. But that's what they do. And to be honest with you, I'm scared shit because we have no control over what's going to happen. And is 31 Atlas, whatever it's called, is that a legitimate threat to the planet? You know they wouldn't tell us until they had to. They don't have to yet. And if they told us now, would you care about going to work if you knew the planet was done in 18 months, whatever? Scary, huh? And there's no reason to tell us because where are we going to go? Well, I tell you what, I would like the chance at least to build something underground. At least have a chance, you know? Fighting chance, you know, give me a little bit. That's all I'm asking. And, you know, give me that pistol with one bullet just in case. I believe that's what's going to happen soon. We're nearing the end of days. God, I hope I'm wrong. But if you think about how insane things have gotten, like what else can go wrong? What else can happen? I don't know. This is what I think about. It scares the hell out of me. And aliens aren't going to help us. This could be all part of the plan. Everything we see and everything we know is all planned. Wouldn't that suck? There's people out there who believe all of this is part of a plan. This is all written out or whatever, all planned out for decades. Yeah, it's really weird. I don't know. My brain is going in like 50 different directions right now. Let me pull something up here. Okay. So there's a guy out there, Eric Hecker. I don't know if you ever heard of him, from Deciphering TV. Well, he says for years now, he's been ringing the bell, the warning bell to the public about, directed energy weapons and the ability to induce earthquakes. How many more years will referenceable tech be ignored for speculations? Facts over fiction. And that's scary too. And then you got Greer chiming in about it. Oh, I got to hear this. I didn't know Greer was going to talk about this. All right, let's take a listen. Maybe he's the one who said this, but that's not what it showed me. Yeah, here we go. Directed energy.
Turn that system on, it caused that massive earthquake. Yep. Well, the reason I bring that up, I mean, this is not something a lot of times I'll have military and intel or contractors come forward with information, and I sit on it until I get another point of corroboration. Because, you know, you don't want something to just be purely apocryphal one-off, as we say in science, an N of one. Mm-hmm. So some years ago, I was given a lecture in Phoenix, and this commonly happens. There were hundreds of people there. And at the end of it, there was this middle-aged man with two people with him, were clearly with him as friends, protectors, who waited till everyone cleared out. And he told me that he had been in Alaska, deployed on a ship that was under contract. It was a private corporation under contract with the National Security Agency. And this ship had a special scalar electromagnetic system on it. They went down to the area off of Indonesia over that subduction zone. And when they turned that system on, it caused that massive earthquake. I think it killed 250,000 people. And he was so disturbed by this that he went off the grid, got an old car without GPS, drove from Alaska to Phoenix with these two security people to hand this information off to me. He was shaken. I mean, there's no question that he was telling me the truth of what he knew about this. Now, again, whether that was an intentional or an incidental event, the implication from him was that they were testing a weapon system that could destabilize unstable areas of the Earth's crust and put them past the tipping point for an earthquake. And when you told me this story about this system being switched on and the Christchurch earthquake, I put that in there with this information from this guy who was on the ship and witnessed this happen, who took a lot of time and trouble.
All right. So Greer's saying that there was a direct energy weapon used to create that earthquake. No proof. No proof. Greer. Again, another claim with no proof. It's a coincidence. How does he know that they were doing the test? Because some guy told him? Well, it wasn't just some guy. It was some guy who knew it. Yeah, right. Some guy. Oh, peeps. What are we doing? You know what I mean? It's pretty weird. Pretty weird. All right, where is it here? I'm looking for what I wanted to tell you. Oh, you gotta see this. So, this is amazing. This is what I've been waiting for my whole life. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Oh my. They finally, Germany, they found this USB stick. Have you heard? And it shows astonishing actual video of planets and UFOs in space. And some time ago, we reported that a man named Kisto, who lives in a small village near Berlin, Germany, found a USB stick with a strange symbol engraved on it. And it was in a parking lot near the so-called Steintor. Later, he put the flash drive in his laptop, opened it, and to his surprise, saw many old images from the 1900s of what appeared to be planets, space, and UFOs. According to Kisto, who has no idea who possessed the USB stick, of course, he decided to share the 28 images on Imgur, hoping that someone has an answer to these mysterious images. According to the latest reports, the photos on Imgur have been removed under pressure from someone who does not want us to see these photos. In case the photos do not reappear on Imgur, we may place the entire set of photos on X. Now, footage has emerged, showing not photos, but actual video. Take a look. Isn't this exciting? I'm like, oh, I feel like it's Christmas. Oh, this looks great. Oh, look at how real it looks. All right, let me get myself out of there. Oh, don't rush me. Let's take a look real quick. Beautiful. Just soak it in. Soak it. Soak it. Okay. I mean, that looks pretty good, right? It looks beautiful, so beautiful. All right, what do we got here? We've got shining bright UFOs flashing. Look at all that. How is it all moving like that? It's amazing. You know, when Voyager flew by, it didn't do, we didn't get these kind of images. Oh, what is that, a bridge? Oh, it's a UFO. It's moving. Shh. Look at this. Oh my God. So what do you guys think? Is this real? Or is this real fake? Look how good it looks though. Right? For shit? It looks great. And that reminds me of Buck Rogers. Watch your mouth. What? I said Buck Rogers. Don't. Oh, what is that? The eye of. Feed me. It's an eyeball. Oh, what's that? A satellite? A UFO? A gun? Is that Earth? That doesn't look like Earth. Huh. Is this Io? That frozen planet or Europa? Because I gotta tell you, as silly as this looks, this is accurate. How did they know this way back when? That it had these fractures. Is that what these are fractures? Fractures? And there's that indent, that crater, right? Isn't that what this is? I gotta tell you, as fake as it looks, that's an accurate depiction. Isn't it? No? I don't know. It's so fake. Is it? Is it? How do you know? See, back then, exactly, old rickety footage, because they had rickety cameras. Yeah, this is amazing. This is the smoking gun, smoking nun evidence. I don't know, guys. It's pretty silly. This is what's making the rounds as legitimate in this field. You cannot, and I repeat, you can't have this be legitimate evidence. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. But is it? I mean, this is what bothers me. Some of this can pass. I don't know where they're looking. I mean, that's the moon, we know, but there's that's Jupiter, eh? So are you saying that this was probably made maybe like 5 years ago, and they're making believe it was done 70. I'm sorry, I'm regurgitating my full day's meal. I don't know, guys. That's pretty weird. It's weird. Well, this is what we get when we have found footage. How many of those movies do you have to watch when you realize all of them are just bullshit? So is this. Not real. I know. It's fun. It's fun. Oh, John, I'm sorry. What's on the right corner? You gotta. Ah, shit. Too late. I don't know, bud. Hello, Christopher V. All right, let's. I gotta admit, that's fun. That was fun for me. I love that stuff. It's so stupid, but that's what's going around, and this is why I'm needed. And a lot of people don't say that don't think that. Oh, wait. What is, oh, no. I gotta play this. So, D-celebrity Christopher Bledsoe, he is signing autographs after this convention I think he was in, part of. He goes, there's way more to your reality than what your brain tells you. This new knowledge is powerful. Ugh. It's not new knowledge, Professor. This guy. He's really a terrible ambassador for ufology. And you know what? The sad thing is, a lot of people just won't get it. They won't see why I say that. They won't understand why I'm telling people Christopher Bledsoe is a poison to ufology. None of the footage he's given to the public, none of it looks legitimate like a UFO. Everything looks like it has an answer. And if it doesn't, he blurs it. And more than half of his footage is blurry. But he says, that's what they do. They don't want us to see them. Fuck you. That's such a cop-out answer. And people are like, oh, he speaks so nice and kind. I just don't see lies coming from him. That's the gimmick. That's the gimmick. If I was telling you what he's telling you, you wouldn't believe me because I'm animated. I'm not sounding like somebody you can trust, maybe more or less like I'm trying to sell you something. But no, not him. See, I see a salesperson over there. Let me play this clip so I can be quiet. If you guys want to help support Truthology for Ufology, it would go a long way in helping us stay alive. All the links are in the show description. Thank you for being a member and sharing the show. Appreciate that. Here's Blood.
Let me introduce you to Chris.
Okay.
Because that guy sees it all the time.
I'm gonna go see some things.
Yes.
Hi.
Show here.
He says you can show me something.
Well, I think we can try.
We actually saw some orbs last night over the Capitol.
You guys saw orbs over the Capitol last night?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, right here.
He's going to show
What?
you.
Right.
He's going to show you.
That's right.
We asked it to come, and it did, I think, about 7 or 8 figure eights right over the Capitol.
You asked it to come.
Well, we prayed. We pray.
He does that all the time. This
Right,
is his job.
right.
Chris is the leading observational scientist in terms.
Chris is a leading observational bullshit artist, you mean? Here's how you know someone's lying. This is what a liar does. They speed up what they're saying. Listen to this, his answer.
Asked it to come.
Well, we prayed. We pray.
He does that all the time. This
Right,
is his job.
right.
Chris is the leading observational scientist
Did I miss
in
it?
terms of seeing these orbs.
You asked it to come.
About 7 or 8 figure eights right over the
Hold on.
come, and it did, I think, about 7.
over the Capitol last
Here we
night?
go.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, right here.
He's going to show
What?
you.
Right.
He's going to show you.
That's right.
We asked it to come, and it did, I think, about
That's it right there. You see how slow he started and then all of a sudden he sped up? We'd ask it to come. And then 7 or 8 of them came right out of the sky. I mean, he's selling.
ask it to come, and it did, I think, about
We ask it to come. And then, yeah, it did. It came. And then there were 7 or 8 of them that came. You know, it's such
7 or
bullshit.
8 figure eights right over the
You asked it to come.
Well, we pray. We pray.
He does that all the time. This
Right,
is his job.
right.
She's got great hair. It's like my ex-wife had hair like, kind of looks like my ex-wife. Is that her?
Chris is
Holy
a leading
shit.
observational scientist in terms of seeing these orbs.
Yeah.
He's seeing them
It's very close.
on every
Wow.
other day type basis.
So how does it work? How do you call him?
With
through
bullshit.
prayer, just being humble and asking.
Okay. What the frigonometry did he just say, Dorothy? This is how look, she's looking at the camera going, total bullshit. If that's not the face of someone disbelieving another person, I don't know what is. Listen.
He's seeing this on every other day type basis.
So how does it work? How do you call him?
Through prayer, just being
Through prayer, my guys. Just be humble.
humble and
Be humble and pray, and the UFOs will come. That's it. That's all you got to do.
asking. People say you can summon these things. We have no power over that. You can't summon anything, but if you humble yourself and ask in prayer, it'll come.
That's the same thing, you dick. That's the same thing. Oh, he doesn't want to be categorized as a summoner. So he wants to be categorized. Now he's taken aliens and UFOs and he's turning it into a political / religious. This guy is trying to make the most money possible. How do you do that? You tell people it can help you in the political and it can help you in the spiritual. That's everything. That's the world. That's it. If you just pray and you got to humble yourself. Oh man, God, I'm a prick. Oh God, what else? Oh God, I shouldn't have wore those shoes around those people. They didn't even have any shoes. Oh, what am I doing driving? Oh, I'm such a dick to have a car. They're homeless. Oh, that could be their home. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm going to humble myself. Yeah. Maybe I won't order the big meal. I'll just order the little meal. I won't go into, being a glutton because I can when some people can't get any food. I'll just get a small this time. I'm humble. And I pray. Jesus is my savior. I bend the knee to G. G.
So can you show me some of these pictures?
Okay, so let's.
Oh, here we go.
Take me there.
Here's the UFOs.
Capital.
Hey, look at that, guys. What a white dot. Woo-wee! I tell you, there ain't no evidence like that. Never seen anything like. I've been doing that for 21 years, you prick.
So that dot?
She's like, so that fucking dot?
How do you know it's an orb? And
we don't know. We're just praying that it is. We're just praying people believe us. We're just praying it doesn't pop and fall to earth right at our feet and show everybody it was a balloon. We just pray.
not like something else.
Well, we've seen them a lot. It's very respectful in the way it engages.
It's respectful.
Well, so what happens is, sometimes it starts out very light and slight, but then when people get more engaged and excited and don't seem nervous, they'll be large, they'll change colors.
And you guys saw this just.
Oh, so the more you believe the bullshit, the bigger the display will be. Did you hear that? They'll be more colorful and bigger. No. She said it, not me. Listen.
Sometimes it starts out very light and slight, but then when people get more engaged and excited and don't seem nervous, they'll be large, they'll change colors.
Isn't that beautiful? They'll be large, they'll change colors. It's a whole bullshit fest. What she's basically saying is, once people buy into the bullshit, listen, watch.
Very light and slight, but then when people get more engaged and excited.
So when people show that they want to do this and they get excited, then everything they see becomes a UFO. Don't you get it? Oh, they're so stupid. Look, it's not how it works, guys. I don't care what anybody says. I really don't. I know that's not how it works. Did you see the video evidence that he gave us? That's what he's showing the world, a white dot. Do you know I have a fleet of those doing things that make his stupid white dot a moot dot? It's the dumbest dot I've ever seen. Look at that thing. And that's Christopher Bledsoe in a nutshell. Get it? A nutshell. Seriously, the guy's the big. Look at that's his claim to fame. That white dot. And I'm the bad guy. Right? Hey, Jeanette, with the 10 pound, 10 quid super chat. Oh, thank you very much. Why are you doing that? You didn't have to do that. I appreciate you. Jeanette, the angel of Goof On and Rich Saves America. Seriously, you want to talk about angels? Yeah. It's true. They exist. Jeanette's one of them. She won't tell you that. No, I'm serious. I'm not kidding. God puts people in your life. You decide whether you want them in your life or not. But humble yourself. Just be humble and the aliens will show up. That's the message of love. That's the power of love. Doot, 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 doot. It's the power of love. Oh. RESPECT. My name is Richie G. So, terrible. Terrible. Yeah, let me show you this video. I forgot to show this in the beginning of the show, I think. Yeah, this is Rose Cuckold. Okay, I was just going to talk about this. In Danish airport was forced to close last night due to another, I guess, drone incursion. Like they're calling it a flock. There were many of them flying over for hours. But you can only see one of them in this video that they have. But they were out there. This time all the flights were canceled. It also serves as a military base. That had to be halted. So, yeah, these mysterious drones are going to keep appearing over airports. They are. They're going to keep doing it. You know why? Just to keep us into the Mystery. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. We are going to see, seriously, we are going to see drones getting shot down soon. It's going to happen within 6 months. I don't know if it'll be the US. I want it to be, but I don't think it will be. It may be in the UK. They're going to have an incursion there like never before. I don't think they had one yet. So, yeah, you'll see.
They admit they cannot track these objects.
Okay, so he's now talking about these mysterious drones. These are like the same drones that were on the northeastern coast of the United States November through January from 24 to 25. And we all know why that happened. It had to do with creating havoc when Trump's trying to get into the White House and all this shit. It was just a distraction just to get everybody up in arms. Then all of a sudden Trump moves into the White House and the incursions almost come to a complete stop. It wasn't everyday news. Well, now it's happening in other airports. Now it's happening at the Danish airport. So that's what Rose Cuckold and this guy are going to talk about. And it's the same story. We can't track them. We don't know where they come from. We don't know where they're going. We don't know how they're doing it.
They admit they cannot track these objects. They're not being seen on radar. How can that be the case when these objects are so large? Admittedly, some drones are made of carbon fibre or fiberglass, which makes them less easy to find. And admittedly, Denmark particularly doesn't have a lot of counter-UAS technology. But you would expect that something that large could be followed by a helicopter or radar. It could be followed back to source in normal instances. What's fascinating to me is what it says that the operators of these craft, whatever they are, I refuse to call them drones, they felt that they could do this with total impunity over at least 2 nights, over some of the most sensitive military and civilian aviation installations in your country. It's just extraordinary. And what it is something or someone is demonstrating an ability to operate with total impunity.
But why? Why the Danish, of all places? You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. That I would have never guessed. If you would have told me where the next drone incursion, better yet, if you would have asked me what airport around the world do you think there's going to be a drone incursion, get 3 guesses. I would have never picked Danish.
The absolute assurance of knowledge that they cannot be tracked, they cannot be detected.
And that's why they went to the Danish airport. They don't have the technological capabilities to track them, hack them, and smack them. That was pretty good.
That they're operating craft of some kind which are far beyond the capabilities
Doesn't have to
of
make
existing
sense.
Known technology to track, which is really quite extraordinary. I find it amazing, and this has happened with regular frequency right across the United States. Despite the assertions being made by the White House and by different parts of the Pentagon and by the Federal Aviation Administration in America, these drone sightings are still happening, so-called drones. I don't believe they are drones. Increasingly, I think the evidence suggests that they are certainly some kind of craft. But why would any foreign state actor, even a foreign adversary actor, want to put highly sensitive, clearly highly advanced technology over civilian airspace in Denmark, for heaven's sake? To
That's what I just said.
what end? For what purpose?
Because they don't have the technology to track them, hack them, and smack them. That's why. Fly them over Russia. See what happens. Oh, that's right. They did fly him over the U.S. and nothing happened. I don't know what to tell you, man. Well, that was during the Biden administration. I think if it happens now, Trump's going to be like, we got to get these drones. We're going to take them down, do our stuff, do our thing. That's as good as I can do, Trump. Don't care to do Trump. But that's that on it's an amazing story that it's happening again. But does it mean something's going to happen? Now let's keep our eyes and ears open. Let's keep our eyes and ears open, because if something happens that's very bad in that area, then we're going to have to wonder why the drones were there. Yeah. Oh, there was a mother. Hold on. Is it? Did I? Forget it. Let's see. Yeah. NASA. Now a spy agency. Yeah, that's weird. I don't like it. I don't know. They have all the satellites, everything, right? So it makes sense. They have all the technology the government needs to spy on us. Remember yesterday, we were talking about Lou Elizondo was instructed by someone to look into Grush's medical records. The person who goes by LM retracts the claim Lou Elizondo instructed him to look into Grush's medical records. Oh, that's amazing. Why? Why did you lie? He says, I was not contacted by Ivan Hanels or Lou Elizondo. I am posting this of my own admittance, no other influence. Last Saturday evening, I made statements that are not factual. Lou never asked me to procure David Grush's medical records, and I apologize for my libelous transgressions related against you, Lou. I apologize to anyone affected by my false statements. So let me guess. He was threatened, rightfully so, for lying. Did he lie? We don't know. Was he threatened to change his tune? Like, why would you come out, say that, and then the next day or two, whatever the day, that means either he lied or he told the truth, but was told to say he lied and was threatened. Probably with a lawsuit. See, now you don't know. Why would he change his story? Did he really lie? Or is he saying he lied to cover for Lou? I got to be honest with you. You got to go by what he originally said. It doesn't make sense for him to lie about that. Why? Clout? Clout. Oh. It just never gets old. Oh, Mr. Tim Phillips, former deputy director of Arrow, was asked last week about some of John Greenwald's FOIA requests. And some of his responses were quite interesting. You gotta listen to this. Oh, I don't. Why did it start playing? I didn't hit play. I didn't even hit play.
We're hoping to see a little bit of that for sure. And then a couple of FOIA questions I have quickly for you. I'm sure you're aware of who John Greenwald Jr. is, correct? The FOIA king?
Yes.
Okay. In June of this year, he received a FOIA response from AFOSI that stated it found no records tied to Yankee Blue. Is there a separate entity you suggest submitting FOIAs to regarding further information on records pertaining to that?
I would probably go to the Department of Air Force and the Air Force IG if it was me.
Was that the hazing program?
Yeah, that was the hazing program.
Okay.
I don't know if the OSI had any records. Remember that program or that false SAP was going on for decades and decades.
Sure. Okay, no, that's good.
Let me tell you, the Air Force is aware of it.
No, I get it 100%. I'm just trying to keep these questions pointed as I can for you.
I thought that was going to be interesting. Dorothy says traditional small aircraft like my dad's Cessna cruises at 120, 130 miles per hour, not 55 miles per hour. The UFOs I saw were not landing and made 90-degree turns alongside my car. Messed with the radio, though. That's some cool shit. It really is. That's as good as it gets. I mean, other than having a conversation with aliens. See, Dorothy won't lie about that. She's not making it up. This stuff is legit, and it happens to people we know. And you know, not everybody's lying, not everybody's hoaxing, not everybody's faking. If they were, this would be real easy to be a researcher in this field. Because then you don't even have to do any research. Everything would be fake. It's not. So we have to ask ourselves, are we looking for alien technology, or are we looking for technology we've never seen before? I am looking for alien technology. Now, that was kind of a trick question because technology we've never seen before could have been back engineered from alien technology. We won't know that. Sadly, they like to back engineer for weaponry first. Yeah. And then mankind second. They want to learn about it to destroy everything in its path. And then they're going to give free energy. You see the hypocrisy there? This is a very, very difficult decision. Do we make a weapon? Or do we help mankind have free energy? There's only so much of this stuff that if we used it for one or the other, we cannot do the other. So, free energy for the world? Or the best weapons ever? Silly, right? That's what they do. That's how they think. It's really frigged up. That's not the world I thought I was living in, but it is. Sadly, that's the world we live in. It's not just the United States, it's everybody. Everybody wants this technology to be the biggest, baddest, most terrifying country on the planet. What kind of planet is that? That's not what I signed up for. Now I'm going to start crying, getting emotional. It's just if the technology's there and they're not giving it to, I haven't heard David Grush, Fravor, the last couple of guys, none of them talked about advancing technology to help humanity. They talked about the weapon. It could be used as a weapon. Incredible maneuvering capabilities. We could use this technology to modify our drones or our airplanes and such, so we could be better killers. Nothing about making humanity better. You never hear that. You hear it from Greer. When Greer's talking about bringing his whistleblowers, at least they're talking about helping humanity. But that's not the government. Government doesn't give a shit. All the government cares about is the bread. That's it. Cheddar. It's a sad state of affairs. It really is. It breaks my heart. It does. And then you got to think about reality in this field. What's reality? Can we really summons UFOs just by thinking, praying, humbling ourselves? Apparently, yes. CE5, Greer, has been doing that for a decade or so. It goes way back to the Big Rock in California. They were doing another version of CE5. This has been going on for years, decades. I have yet to see any video of a UFO landing and beings walking out and shaking hands with us, whatever. How many more decades are we going to play Alien? How many more decades are we going to listen to the lie? How bad would it be if they said Roswell was a craft? We don't know who built it. We think it might have been the Germans. To be honest, it's strange, but the bodies, they were chimpanzees. That's what I think they were. I don't know. But it was a strange time. It makes you wonder, if they never said a disc was captured in Roswell, I wonder if the nurse, the doctor, the what do you call those people at the mortician, at the funeral home, would anybody would have questioned anything had they not heard about an alien, about a UFO? Everything would have been business as usual. Yeah, we need 3 caskets, sadly, child size. Yeah, it was a downed plane. They could lie, whatever. Yeah. Anyway. Reality. If you can go back and remember very clearly, for those of you who claim to have had a special friend when you were a child. See, I never had that. I was telling in the beginning of the show, I never had a special friend growing up. I asked my mother, father, never did. None of the kids did in our house. As far as I know, even the relatives, my cousins, none of them. But yet we hear it quite often about children having a special friend. And there's videos online where you see the kids talking to something. They're looking up and they're going, no. And then, you. And then there's some videos where This girl has a lunchbox, and you can see it's being pulled. It's not fake. It's real. She's trying to pull it back. I believe in that stuff. I believe what I'm seeing with those children talking, being pushed. You can see their clothes being stretched. You can see how they act, surprised, crying, angry. That girl got angry and walked away when they tried taking it. No, you can't have my boxes. She walks away looking back, bitch, I believe in those kids. I really do. And yes, kids are extremely good at making shit up. I know, because I used to do it. I used to try to trick my parents by making believe, like you can't breathe, or you passed out, or you're sleeping, or whatever. Kids are pretty smart, a lot smarter than we give them credit for. I would hear everything my mother had no whisper mode. No whisper mode. She would start out whispering and then forget all about it. But these kids who have imaginary are they past relatives? See, that's the thing. I want to know why some kids have this ability to see shit. Why they're visited. A couple of days ago, I was talking about the forests, or was that yesterday? And I think, I would have to say 100, maybe 200 years, people were killed, brought to the forests, and dumped. For whatever reason, people get lost in the forest, they starve to death, they die there. They're angry. Some of them may have been abducted by bad people. The mob took them there, buried them, beat them, whatever. 200 years ago, it could have been something like, you stole a coat, you took a horse, and they murder you. And your body lays there if you're not buried. And I think what happens is the soul or you want your revenge, or maybe the death was so sudden that you didn't have time or understood how to transfer over to the other side. I'm not sure how it works. Well, let's say for whatever reason, you don't go to the other side. You died suddenly and you're not buying into it. For those of you who have seen Ghost with Patrick Swayze, he died and then the light came down to grab him and he didn't go into the light and it left, and he was there because he had to figure out how he got murdered, who murdered him. That means he had a purpose to stay behind. Now, I'm not sure if that's what's going on, but I think when someone dies unexpectedly and or murdered, it's possible they're angry. And I'm not sure, but I think the body or the spirit stays in that area, whatever that means. Or maybe they don't know where to go and the spirit gets lost. I don't know how it works. But I think they turn dark. And let's say they're there for 100 years and don't see a soul. Can you imagine how angry you would be? No one to talk to. You're dead. You're afraid. If you go beyond what you can see, you don't know what happens. Maybe you could only go so far when you're dead. And then one day, a family comes over 200 years after you're dead. It's 2020. You're so demonic and angry that when you see the family come, you're like enraged as a spirit. But you've acquired some magical powers that you could actually take energy from animals and people and manifest. And you want to be Bigfoot. So you manifest Bigfoot. See, that's how it's got to be. That's how it happens. I think that the things that are demonic are angry spirits. They didn't die the right way. They didn't live their life. They're stuck in limbo between heaven and hell for whatever reason. And they can't get out. And they get darker and they get angrier. Then they figured out a way to be a hitchhiker and attach themselves to the family. Now the entity you are going to be known as has a home. And at first, you enjoy it. You like seeing that, the kids getting ready for school and doing their homework, and the parents, doing their adult stuff, watching football. The woman has her friends over and they have a book reading session. Now you're just there in their lives, but they don't see you. You don't exist. And you start to feel neglected, even though you don't have a right to feel that way. And you're starting to feel a little bored. So you start pulling hair on people, flicking food, turning off the TV, knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell. It's fun for you, but it's not good enough. You want more. You want more. So you start taking the energy of everybody. Everybody's sick every day. All right, you get the point. But maybe that's just the way these entities start out, just like you and I. They die. They're angry. They died very young. They didn't get to finish their life. They refuse to go into the light or not go in. I don't know what the way it is. I don't know which way to go. But whatever it is, they're stuck there and they can't leave. And I don't understand this about spiritual beings. Why some of them have to stay or are attached to a house, a car. I'm starting to lose my voice. It's weird to me that they get attached to things. But is it real? Is it real? There's only one way to find out. You got to have a kid. Have a baby. See if that baby can see the entity when it's 5 or 6. Once you figure that out, dispose of the kid, go about your life. You know the entity's there or not there. Huh? What'd I say? I was joking. You got the kid there just for the testing. That's the joke. So then I'm wondering, okay, maybe what we consider souls aren't souls at all. They are the energy of an alien being. That's what we are. We're aliens. I don't know what kind. But why is that hard to believe? Why are you laughing at that? Why can't that be true? Why can't we be just like the movie Total Recall? Right? He goes there because they give you a real life scenario of someone's life that you're going to live. He wanted to be what did he want to be? Not a private investigator, something like CIA or something from Mars. Oh yeah, secret agent. I want to be a secret agent. And then he wanted he was heterosexual male. He wanted a brunette who was athletic. And Demir. And they create this reality in the computer, and they inject them with the sleep serum and whatever else that they use. And away the memories go. And you can't tell the difference between reality and the Matrix and the video game. So it makes me wonder, because if you look at the events that have happened recently, it's almost predictable, some of the things that I'm seeing. Weird. It's like, did this happen before? Did you know Charlie Kirk's wife? Her name's Erica, right? She heard that this group of people, I don't know the name of them, but put a curse on Charlie. And she had asked somebody to do some sort of exorcism with Charlie. Isn't that amazing? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. That's what I said. That's what's happened to me. I'm a targeted individual. Maybe Lou Eligonzo does have powers. Maybe he can make me sick. Maybe I'm the dumb one. Well, until tomorrow, we'll have to figure it out. But thanks everybody for hanging out. I'm out of here. Thank you, moderators, super chatters, newcomers, and veterans for making this show excitable and fun in the chat. Appreciate that. Everybody who's come here tonight. Hey, why? I want to make sure I don't miss anything. Okay. And thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. And we'll be back tomorrow night. What's tomorrow? Friday? Oh, tomorrow's Friday. I'm not sure if we're going to be here tomorrow. I might take tomorrow off and do Rich Saves America instead. Friday's really bad for goof on. It's never been a good night. So we'll see. We'll see if anything exciting happens. But thanks again for hanging out. And look, if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out for ufology. All right. That's it. Be good to everybody, will you? All right. Alien bless.